Hello, my name is Joe Clark and I'm a customer success manager at Roamla. And one of my key responsibilities is making sure that our clients who use our monitors, including the Tomato monitor, which I'll be showing you shortly, are happy and able to use the dashboard efficiently. And I'm also there to help them understand key business questions, which I'll go through shortly. So with the Tomato monitor, we're currently recording data in Belgium, France, Germany, the Netherlands, Poland, and the United Kingdom. And we're soon to be launching this also in Denmark and Sweden. For the purpose of this short demonstration, what I can do is select United Kingdom and then press start. And what will happen is we'll be taken to the analyzer, whereby we can start to have a look at trends and spot key events that are happening in the data. During our visits, what we do is we send our roamers out to stores across Europe, and what we do is we visit one retailer per region of the market, and then we complete those visits in multiple markets, as I've just mentioned. What we do is we provide a full assortment study that helps tomato businesses to make sense of their sales figures and also optimize their value proposition. So our clients tend to look at how their pricing differs per retailer or per market or even per region in some cases, how agreements with retailers as a grower or a supplier are upheld, and also where clients can uphold their focus and where to put their efforts in terms of trying to obtain the highest return on investment. And to do that, what they do is they use our Tomato monitor to be able to start having a look at that. So on the analyzer page, I like to describe this as a client's best friend. And the reason for that is because they're able to start spotting trends really easily across multiple different methods. So what they can do is they can use what I like to call the when, the what, and the how boxes to be able to change and customize these two graphs below, which contain the trend analysis graph and also the moving annual totals graph. And what happens is based on what you select in these boxes here, will change what appears in the graphs below. And as you can see already, if I just focus on retailer and average price per kilogram on a weekly basis, we can already see on a weekly basis where some retailers stack up against others. So, for example, in this graph here, we can see that the M&S grey line generally is towards the top, and then Aldi and Asda tend to be more towards the bottom. And that's an analysis that you can perform in seconds, and you can do that based on a lot of other things as well. So in terms of the what we can look at product type, product color, whether a product is organic or not, package types, brand, country of origin, supplier, country, region, and retailer. And we can look at these based on distribution, average price per kilogram, average promotional price per kilogram, which we record if a product is on promotion, the share of shelf, the average price per product, and the average promotional price per product. And then we also have perceived freshness. And this is where the Roamla gives a rating from 1 to 10 based on the freshness of every product that they check during their visit. So if you wanted to have a look at distribution of a certain product, for example, what you can do is select product type and distribution. And what will happen is you'll see the key changes so that it provides every product that we check for on a weekly basis. And because that's quite spiky, what we can do is we can change it so we can see it on a monthly basis, and it makes it a lot easier to read. And because this Tomato monitor has been running since the start of 2022, we can also view this per quarter. So we can also see how distribution or even average price per kilogram has changed per product type or whichever else you select here, based on quarters as well. We also have a lot of filters on the right-hand side, which we can use to really dive into the data even further. So, of course, we have one line per product type, we have one line per retailer, we have one per supplier. And if you really wanted to focus in on a type of product or any of the others that are listed here, then that's also possible. So we could choose that we wanted to have a look at the average price per kilogram per supplier on a quarterly basis for organic products. And what we can also do is use the raw data and pictures. And in here we have fully exportable tables, which are split in two. So we have a store view whereby you can have a look at all of the overview photos that we take during a visit. And what you can do is you can open them up in a new tab. And what happens is it then allows you to see the photos as they were taken. So you can start to have a look and start zooming in on the products in their in their in their sighting. And then you can also use the SKU view, whereby per line that you see here going across, it's every product and SKU combination. And this is where you can export the data for every store and product combination for branding, product type, product color, freshness, organic, the weight, the price per kilogram, etc. And this is really useful because then we also have the photos at the end as well, so that if there is anything that you can see in the data that you want to have a look a little bit further into, you can also have a look at the photos. For a more in-depth explanation, feel free to reach out to us and we can give a more in-depth look at the Tomato Monitor, because there is so much that can be done with this. But for the purpose of keeping this as a brief demo, that's what we're going to show so far. So thank you for listening.